just a good old boy.
And today we will be talking about the first episode of the Dukes of Hazzard. The first 5 episodes of the Dukes of Hazzard started filming in 1978, exactly 1 year before the show aired in 1979. This will be only one of 5 videos I intend on making, because I intend on making a video on each episode that they filmed in Georgia. So the first episode is One-Armed Bandits. This introduces us to the Duke family: Bo Duke, Luke Duke, Daisy Duke, and the Duke patriarch, Uncle Jesse. This type of first episode was perfect for his show, because it had action. Like right away you see a Hazzard County cop car jump and then fall in it. The Bo and Luke's 1969 Dodge Charger with a rebel flag on the roof. The wording generally on each side just above the doors, and on each door had an O1. In this episode we meet the driver of the cop car in the opening, Crazy Cooter, the local mechanic in Hazzard County. Then we also meet the sheriff of Hazzard County, Roscoe P. Coltrane. I love it. Then we also meet the county commissioner, Greedy Boss Hog, which personally I relate to because of his car, one of the most badass cars in the show if you ask me, a 1973, early 1970s Cadillac with settable horns. That car was fucking awesome. And then we also meet the oldest virgin in Hazzard County, Deputy Enos Strait, who happens to be one of my favorite characters. In this episode of the Dukes, we watch as Bo and Luke take slot machines that were stolen in a raid, and they sell them to the local clubs, like the Hazzard Ladies Auxiliary and the hunting club. The way they got the slot machines is that they had their beautiful cousin Daisy dress in a bikini, act like her car broke down, hijack the guys with the fertilizer truck, and they found out about the slot machines being taken. He had sheriff go find the woman that tricked the men into taking the fertilizer truck. So as Roscoe is trying to apprehend Daisy, she kicks him right in the butt, knocks him down, and takes his car and starts a little chase, where Roscoe then forces to have this one guy in his truck and chase after Daisy. The chase does go on for a little bit, but then all of a sudden Daisy comes to a slides and then stops, and then all of a sudden the guy chasing her in the truck has a piano in the back, and as soon as that truck stops, the piano goes flying over and smashes right into that. And then Uncle Jesse finds out. Uncle Jesse was so mad at Bo and Luke for getting their cousin Daisy locked up, so he immediately had them find a way to sneak her out. So what they did is that Luke snuck in there, well, didn't sneak in there, went to go visit Daisy, gave her a set of clothes, and as Enos, who escorted Luke to Daisy, he left for a second, and then they put the plan into motion. Daisy sets up this blow-up doll that kind of represents her, and then as she asks the female officer Hazel to walk her to the bathroom, she pulls the pin inflating the doll. As Hazel takes Daisy to the bathroom, Daisy tricks her and knocks her out, takes her uniform, and then Enos comes back to give Daisy her dinner, and he realizes that it's not Daisy. He picks up the doll, takes it to show Roscoe and all the other deputies, and they freak out. Roscoe ends up burning his hand on coffee. And then one thing I always wondered, did Enos keep that doll? Because think about it, it looked a little bit like Daisy, and we know how Enos feels about Daisy. Then we see that earlier in the show, earlier in the episode, we see Luke give Daisy a flower, saying Uncle Jesse gave it to her, and then Uncle Jesse's outside in a police car with a wig and the flower just there. So they see that and they're like, "Oh, let's go get Daisy! Daisy, get back here!" And then Bo comes around the corner, comes to a stop in the general, and then Luke and then Daisy. We cut to a scene where Bo and Luke are in a junkyard, and then Enos rolls up, and this is where Bo and Luke tell Enos that this is actually all like the whole slot machines and all that is to help out Sheriff Roscoe, because I didn't mention this before, but Roscoe is running for re-election for sheriff. And the Duke boys thought it's better to know the enemy that you have now than to have a new one. So they say all the money that they were making was being donated to the orphanage. So they put the slot machine, and they say that the money was being donated by Roscoe. So Roscoe got re-elected as sheriff because Bo and Luke did not want to risk having an enemy that they didn't know. Honestly, one of the best episodes of the Dukes of Hazzard, and will never die. This was definitely one of my favorite episodes. I'm sure it's all your guys's, and I know the video was a little here and there, but this is my first time using a script and stuff. I had everything written down and stuff. First time I ever done that, so that's why in the first few clips you see me looking down, reading, because I've never done this before. This is my first informational video, and just so you guys know, I don't know everything about the show. I was literally just going off of what I knew and rewatching the episode. So I hope you guys do like this video. If you guys want me to make a follow-up video explaining more on the first episode, just let me know. Let me know in the comments. And I will be uploading this most likely tomorrow, because I was a little delayed. But if you guys find the way I mention things and the way I say things, like and subscribe, because this is how almost every video is going to be. Well, not every video, but the videos that are going to be on the first 5 episodes of the Dukes of Hazzard, this is how they're going to be. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all in the next video. See y'all.